Welcome, everybody. I'm Bryan,
And I'm Bryan.
and this is Bryan versus Bryan, episode 17, coming to you on a special day. We're changing up our day of the week. We're doing Friday today because it's Black Friday, and so we thought it'd be fun to do the video on Black Friday instead of Sunday like our normal day. And we're covering a movie that I think is it's a Christmas movie, right? But it goes along with Black Friday, I think, in the consumerism and the trying to find the toy before Christmas. And if you hadn't guessed by now, we're talking about Jingle.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Jingle all the way. As you could tell by this wreath over here, that we're doing Jingle all the way. So this is Arnold's biggest blockbuster. So
What? Time out. Stop the bike. Time out.
Big shoes to fill. Maybe it isn't, but it should be close. It should be close. So I've seen this movie a lot. I own it. So I rewatched it. I thought it was on some streaming stuff. I tried to find it streaming first, but I couldn't find it. So I was disappointed. They must have just taken it off because I heard it was on Disney and I heard it was on Netflix, but it was on neither of those. So you had to rent it, did you not?
Yes, I did.
How much was it? Was that like $3.99 or what? Or was it cheap
$3.99.
one? Okay. Wow. Still getting that $4 out of Jingle all the way. Ever since 1996. So yeah, it came out in 1996. This is Arnold's fourth comedy movie where he was a leading role. I was Twins, Kindergarten Cop, 9 months, and then this. So
the fuck is 9 months? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Where Arnold was pregnant, dog.
I thought that was Junior.
Is that what it's? Is it called Junior?
I think so.
It's
not. I think 9 months is like some Sandra Bullock movie.
Yeah, I think you're right. 9 months, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. I think you're right. It's Junior, but yeah. This movie gets a bad rap, and I thought it was appropriate for the day, and so I wanted to talk about it. I like it. I think it's his best comedy movie. I think this and Kindergarten Cop are probably up there for me. I wasn't a big fan of Twins or 9 months, Junior, or what if you want to call it that. But apparently we didn't feel the same way on this. Eh?
I can't stop laughing because this fucking movie, man. I guess I should say I've never had any. I never watched it as a kid. I hated it as a kid, which is weird. As a fucking 10-year-old, I didn't like it, and it's never been a staple Christmas movie for me. I've always kind of stayed away from it. And yeah, rewatching it this week, yeah, it was even worse than I thought. This movie, if I wasn't already a raging alcoholic, this movie would drive me into alcoholism because this movie is rough.
Oh man. Okay, let's start at the beginning.
Touch my cookies.
Yeah, that's a good soundbite. You got to get that soundbite.
Yeah, there's a lot of good sound bites in there.
So it's Arnold plays Howard. He's a mattress salesman. This is the most normal role he's played. The most everyman. I mean, as much as Arnold can be an everyman, he had a normal job. He wasn't some secret agent or anything. He was obviously built like Arnold because he's Arnold, but he's a salesman for a mattress company. And it starts off, it shows how he's like this big mover and shaker. He's a really good mattress salesman, apparently. And he's just calling people left and right. He's just like, does all the sales over the phone or some shit.
In a big ass fucking, big warehouse. There's like people downstairs partying. I'm like, what mattress store are we at? Was it even Christmas Eve? I guess it wasn't Christmas Eve, but
it wasn't yet. Yeah, he's doing well. I like that scene where he's like, just keeps doing the phone montage and say, "You're my number one customer, and remember, you're my number one customer." And he's always neglecting his family because he's always at his job. His wife calls, "Are you gonna be home? It's Christmas Eve tomorrow," and yada yada yada. and he's stuck in his rut. So when he hangs up with her, he's like, "Oh, and remember, you're my number one customer." And he hangs up on her. And he's like, "Oh, he knows he fucked up." Yeah, he knows he fucked up. I really like that scene. To this day, I still say that to my wife. You're my number one customer. Remember, she never. Of course, no one's seen this movie. So the first time I said it to her years and years ago, I don't think she liked it. She said, "What do you mean, other customers? What do you mean?" I was like, "It's from Jingle All the Way." Okay, I get used to it.
And she's like, "What the fuck is Jingle All the Way?"
Yeah, I'm gonna say it a lot. Oh, that Sinbad movie? Shazam? But yeah, so he's constantly missing shit, fucking up with his wife. I think he's supposed to like go to his son's karate bullshit and watch him get a green belt or something. And the son is young Anakin from episode 1. A couple of years before episode 1, so it's pretty much young Anakin in this movie too.
Which I want remind me to circle back to that because I have some fun stuff to say about little Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd should have got an Oscar for this. First of all, I think he was robbed. Who won in 1996? Daniel Day-Lewis?
Probably.
last of the Mohicans or some shit.
Yeah. Should have been Jake Lloyd.
Yeah. Jake Lloyd as I want the turbo, whoever his name was.
Yeah.
Annoying kid number 2. We can take a break. What do you got to say about Jake Lloyd?
Oh, God, dude, fucking buckle up. I got some shit to tell you. So Sarah was looking, as we were watching it, she's like, "Oh, that kid looks familiar. What else has he done?" I'm like, "He's done Star Wars. That's all I know." And so she looked him up.
What, did he murder somebody?
Oh man, it gets good. All right, so here we go. So Jake Lloyd, we'll start with the Jingle All the Way. After Lloyd achieved his dream of working with actor Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Christmas film Jingle All the Way. So doing this film was his dream, or working with Arnold was his dream. After that, George Lucas picked him out of roughly 3,000 child actors to star as 9-year-old Anakin in episode 1, The Phantom Menace. And because of the negative backlash that he got as an actor, because a lot of people fucking hated Anakin or hated Jake Lloyd's performance, he retired from acting because of it. And then, let's see. Then he enrolled. He graduated high school and he enrolled in Columbia College Chicago to study film and psychology, but dropped out in 2008. And then his mom revealed to TMZ he suffers from schizophrenia, and he was diagnosed back in 2008. And in April 2016, Lloyd was transferred to a psychiatric facility. After serving 11 months behind bars at Collection County Detention Center in Westboro, South Carolina, Lloyd was released from jail. Since his 2015 arrest, he has not done any interviews, made any public appearances, nor has been present on social media. Holy shit, dude.
That's what I call pod racing. All right.
Oh, God. For some reason, I was laughing my ass off because it just got more ludicrous. And then he has schizophrenia. And after his 15 or 11 months in jail, I was like, Jesus.
I could see this. I could see the schizophrenia.
Mm-hmm.
The way he delivers these lines. He's not there, man. He's two people. He's I'm a boy and my name is Anakin.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I can't think of any lines from Jingle All the Way because he didn't have, I don't even remember. He just has that little monologue of, "I want the Turbo Man action figure with the battling arms and the rock'em sock'em jetpack, and batteries not included," or some shit. That's like all he says.
Yeah. And
I remember another part during the parade at the end. Him and his little fat friend, Phil Hartman's son, are calling out the characters like, "Oh, Ninja Turtle, right on. Cabbage Patch, cool." And then they see the Cat in the Hat.
And then they slap hands.
Yeah. Right on, man. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Dr. Seuss. Like these kids are fucking. These kids are like 7 years old, 8 years old in 1996. Trust me, Cat in the Hat wasn't that big.
Yeah, it's the fucking high five.
Yeah, we were around the same age in 1996. I wasn't like, dude, what's up with that fucking Cat in the Hat, dude?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. So moving
So that's
on.
what happened to Jake Lloyd.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Be nice
Weird.
to child actors, people. Otherwise, they're gonna go insane.
Yeah, he wasn't that bad in episode 1. I mean, he's just a fucking kid. What are you expecting
Yeah.
to love that character? Like, oh shit, hell yeah. As a teenager or a grown man, that's the character I relate with. Is the 8-year-old of fucking Anakin. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. When he's
Yeah.
hitting on that bitch, I was like, yeah, fuck her, dude. Hell yeah. Get your little dick wet. Hell yeah. It's like, I don't give a fuck about his character. It's like, you're supposed to like Obi-Wan or fucking Qui-Gon. Who cares about him?
Right.
I thought people were way too up in arms about that.
Yeah, it's a little rough.
Even
It's
at
a
the
fucking
time.
kid.
Yeah.
For Christ's sake.
This fucking little son of a bitch.
Oh.
And if you watch, I've watched the behind the scenes of that movie, and he was so excited, dude. It has like him telling his parents and shit he got the role, and him like, yeah, I went to school and told everyone I was gonna be in the new Star Wars, and he is so fucking excited about it to know that what happens to him like a year and a half later. That's pretty sad. That's
Pretty rough.
I bet he went back to school. Yeah, you fucking suck. Pod racing.
You probably got tortured in high school. Fuck,
I bet they always did that to him. Hey, Jake, you know what this is like? Pod racing. Making fun of his ass. So
yeah, anyways.
So Arnold's character Howard is a shitty father, and in order to make it up to his son after missing the karate championships or belt ceremony, he asks him what he wants for Christmas, and he's like, oh, don't worry about it. He's like, no, tell me what you want for Christmas, and I will get it for you no matter what it is, I promise. And he wants the Turbo Man. And so this movie was written kind of as a satire of the Power Rangers craze and Cabbage Patch Kids. Both of those were incredibly crazy. And I guess the director said he chose the script because he tried to get a Buzz Lightyear doll in 1995 for his son, and he had a similar experience and remembered the script. And after that, he was like, okay, I want to do this movie. I think he said he liked the exploring the darker side of a generally positive holiday where all the movies were so overly positive. And I can't remember. Do you know who's this directed by? Oh yeah, Bryan Levant, and he did some shitty movies. He did what did he do? He did the Flintstones, yeah, and
All
Beethoven, before this movie. Both of those are okay. First Flintstones was pretty good. Beethoven was pretty good. And it was produced by the guy that did Home Alone. I forget his name, but him. And so the bad guy, Sinbad, was going to be played by Joe Pesci.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because they had that working relationship, but they all thought Joe Pesci his size was too small to kind of play against Arnold and to be an adversary for Arnold. They wanted someone in similar stature. So they got Sinbad because of Arnold. Arnold suggested Sinbad. So he has to get the doll, and wouldn't you know it, they just kind of do a little time lapse. Days have gone by, and tomorrow's Christmas Eve, and they're laying down to go to bed. Arnold's character and his wife, and she asks, yeah, well, you got the doll, right? It's like, oh, the doll? Of course I got the doll. What, are you serious? Come on. You thought I didn't get the doll? I got the doll weeks ago. Anyways, he didn't get the doll. So he's got to go out on this journey to get the doll. And that's where we meet all these zany characters. First and foremost, Sinbad. I liked Sinbad in this movie. I thought he was like the bright light of the movie. He's freaking awesome. What the hell was his name?
Phil Hartman?
No, Sinbad's character.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Myron.
Psychopath?
Oh, yeah, it was Myron. Myron. He works for the post office, and yeah, he's got a complex because his daddy never got him the toy, and now he wants to get the toy for his son. And it's funny, the toy that he always talks about, that gun, the Johnny one-man army gun, that's a real toy. And I've seen one go through Pawn Stars on the show, and that it was the episode where like the kid like shot his dad with the gun because it has this like grenade attachment. He shot him with it, and he had a fucking black eye from it.
Jesus,
Like a fucking
that's badass.
this toy was no joke, bro.
Yeah.
It had a knife, it had a grenade launcher, it had 2 guns that come off the side. Yeah, it's legit. Like this thing could fuck you up. Just a
What did it shoot? What gave him a black eye?
The grenade. The grenade like has this tail, and it's just a grenade, and it's a hard ass big plastic grenade. It's like not hollow like toys would be nowadays. It's 1960s. This is like cast out of one solid piece of fucking hard plastic, and like you pump it up. It's like a fucking BB gun. He's like pumping it up, and the thing just boom, right in his fucking eyeball.
Damn.
But yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's a real toy. Yeah, I thought Sinbad was great. He's kind of zany. He's meant to be a villain, but he's almost the most likable character in the movie. You know, because you feel for him. He's not an asshole dad like Arnold. I think he's really trying.
Oh, he was a fucking psycho. Like the first time you meet him is in line, and he goes on this huge rant about corporations, you know, mind controlling you with buying things, and he grabs a random woman from the crowd and starts choking the shit out of her. I was like, what? He brings a bomb to a fucking radio station. Like, who is this?
He didn't know it was a bomb.
Yeah.
He didn't know it was a bomb. Yeah, that part's funny. It's like, yeah, they make it so it breaks. Yeah, break it and your little zombie crying. You gotta buy a new one.
Which apparently most of his lines are ad lib. Apparently he went off the script the whole time.
I heard that every time he talks is pretty much with Arnold, but I heard Arnold and his interactions were pretty ad libbed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it goes all over the place. So it's kind of hard to remember the plot points. But I think first, they go to the store, and that's where he meets him. And then you see a little cameo by Chris Parnell from SNL when he asks about the Turbo Man, and he starts laughing at him. And they get angry, and Arnold grabs him. That's a pretty good scene. And then
that's the quintessential Black Friday scene. A bunch of people standing out, and then they open the doors, and then everyone fucking runs through. I think one person ran down the aisle and just fucking threw everything down, and everything falls off the shelf. Just chaos. Yeah. What we come to see nowadays about Black Friday.
Some pretty good scenes. And like Arnold has the RC car and drives it under Sinbad's feet and makes him comically fall. He runs past him. Oh, poor baby. He keeps going. And then there's some funny parts. Like there's no Turbo Man at the store. And then the manager gets on the intercom and he's saying something like, we don't have any more Turbo Man, but we have Turbo Man's faithful sidekick, Booster. Plenty of them for sale. And then everyone starts booing and shit. And we don't want Booster. I don't want Booster. I want the Turbo Man. Yeah, and Sinbad, we don't want Booster. I just love Sinbad. I miss him. And so next thing they hear that I think they go to do they go to the radio show first, or do they go to the mall with the balls first?
The mall and the balls are first.
Yeah, they go to the mall,
I think.
And that's shot at the Mall of America. And so the store's got a lottery, right, to win. I think it's to win a chance to buy. I don't think you're winning the doll, right? You're winning a chance to buy the doll. And so that's a really good scene. I love that when the balls go up and Arnold and Sinbad jumping up for the balls. And then the little girl takes his ball, and he's got to chase her throughout that's a really funny part. And he's like going down the elevator, and he's like just watching the little girl throughout the mall. It's like Terminator. And then he gets to the playground, and he said, "Hey, little girl, come here. You want a shiny ball?" And he's got like the ball from the ball pit he's trying to trade her. And then like the mom notices him trying to chase down the little girl, and all the moms team up on him and start beating the shit out of him and calling him a pervert. And he's like, I'm not a pervert. I just need that toy. I'm not a pervert. And then there's another part that I really liked where I think Sinbad got a ball and he didn't. And so Arnold yells at everybody, he got two, and points at him. So everybody attacks him and all that shit. And it's just all these scenes just remind me so much about now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just toilet paper hoarding and fucking
Yeah.
Limited numbers in stores. It's fucking, yeah, I like all this. But I'd love to hear from someone who doesn't like it.
Everything that you described was all fucking ludicrous. There's a scene in this movie where Arnold chases down a little girl in a mall. This is what we're talking about here. Mm-hmm. This movie is, oh man, it's rough. And then we get to the fucking criminal Santa Claus in the warehouse where he meets the Santa Claus in the mall. He's like, you want a fucking turbo doll? Let's go. I got a turbo doll for you. And they go to some warehouse where a bunch of like 50 Santas are in a sweatshop, basically making purple stuffed animals, as if people are ordering purple stuffed animals. But and then a big old fight ensues where Arnold pulls a fake beard off of his face and snaps back, and the guy does a backflip. What the fuck is happening right now?
See, it would be weird if like some of the movie was like that, but this whole movie is like that. It's like exaggerated real life,
like slapstick a little bit.
Like all the characters are pretty grounded.
Yeah.
But the things that happen in this world are cartoony.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of it is like when the cop gets blown up by the bomb, and he's just standing there like a cartoon. He's like blackened. It's like he's not hurt.
Yeah.
A bomb just blew up in my face. So yeah, the whole movie's kind of like that. And I think a lot of things were in 1996. You know, that was just kind of the style of comedies, I think, at that time.
Yeah. Oh, there's one thing we haven't mentioned yet, which I think is the secret winner of the movie, is Phil Hartman's character. He's he's the fucking handyman. Like even at the karate recital in the beginning, Ted's in the fucking crowd filming the karate, and one woman's like, "Hey Ted, thanks for fixing my sink the other day." He's like, "No problem." And then another woman next to him, "Can you come over on Friday to fix my?" And he's like, "Yeah." All these like housewives are trying to bang Ted, the weird.
Yeah, he's just banging all these moms, and he's trying to bang Arnold's wife, which is like, why would you pick Arnold's wife? Are you crazy?
There's that awesome phone call. "Hey man, I'm just at your house eating your wife's cookies. You eating my cookies?"
It's like, yeah. So that's where that soundbite, put down the cookie. That's pretty funny. So what did he say?
When he comes home and Ted's on the roof, he's like, "What are you doing on the roof?" And he's like, "Oh, I had a couple extra lights. I figured I'd come on over and put them up for you." Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, it's like, yeah. So if you want to bring the kids over, we got a couple reindeer I rented. They're coming down. We're gonna feed them. We're gonna make some s'mores and hot cocoa. It should be really fun if you want to drop by. It's like, that's so thoughtful of you, Ted. No problem. You know, there's never enough you can do to make a child's Christmas bright. He was like, I heard you're looking for the Turbo Man doll. Of course you already got her. I got little Timmy's nestled safely under the tree.
A little foreshadowing.
Yeah. It's like, of course you did. Yeah, so I'm just trying to remember Arnold's fucking name in this movie. I already forgot. Fuck me.
I don't remember either.
Son of a bitch. Anyways, Arnold's character, he calls him, and kind of for the Howard. Say, Howard, oh my God, your wife's in the shower. Don't worry. But her cookies are amazing. I gotta get the recipe. Who said you could eat my cookies? Put the cookie down. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And then we move on to the radio station. So then they keep going on these crazy things where I like that part. It's like, if you get to the radio station And if you know the name of all the reindeers, you could win the Turbo Man. And this is how I knew the name of the reindeers when I was a kid. It was like to replay this little Arnold Dasher Don. I can't do it now. I don't remember now. But back then I did know it. When he's like saying it over and over as he's running there, it's like Donna Dasher Donna Blitzen, Comet Cupid Donna Blitzen. And he's just doing it. And they get there, and that's a pretty funny scene, or the weird radio guy with long hair. And then he says, "No, I don't have a doll, you idiots. They're sold out. You get you'll get one when they're in stock." And throughout this, there's a cop chasing Arnold's character Howard, because at first he runs over his motorcycle and then leaves, and then he burns him with a hot cup of coffee.
Yeah, towards the end.
He just keeps fucking this cop up. And so the cop is there because the radio guy called the cops because these guys are going crazy. And that's when Sinbad has the bomb. It's like, "I've been saving this." It's like, "What is that?" "This is a parcel explosive." And he doesn't know. He just thinks it's a fucking piece of mail. And he's just bluffing him. And so anyways, as he's leaving, that's when it blows up. And that's one of the best lines ever, when Sinbad, is walking away. "That was a bomb? There's some sick people in this world, man. Sick. Some sick people." That was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
And then getting near the end, they end up going to like a Macy's Day type parade on Christmas, and that's where he's going to meet up with his family, because all day he's supposed to be hanging out with them and going to this parade, but all day he's been trying to get the doll last minute. I guess before he does that, he breaks into Phil Hartman's house too, right?
Yeah, and punches a deer and not the deer, but the
reindeer,
and it says "ow" or whatever, he grunts or whatever. Like, God damn it!
Punches that reindeer in the face. And then the reindeer looks at him and is like, "What? You started it." It's like the reindeer bites him in the junk or something.
Yeah,
I remember correctly. And then
which I gotta say, this has already been the longest day. Like, I love how there's no day change. Not the next day. This is all one long day.
This is Christmas Eve, man. He woke up at 5 a.m. started this shit.
Anyway, I thought that was funny. It just seems like this is a lot to do in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, then we get to the parade at the end.
Yeah, especially because he like runs out of gas during the day too. Remember?
Yeah.
Like has to walk part of it. so he's doing a lot of driving, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get to the parade, but the Phil Hartman house is just to show you, like, he's willing to steal a toy from a child. He's willing to fucking beat the shit out of a reindeer. There was a pretty funny scene where he's friendly with the reindeer after that.
Oh, yeah, he's having a couple beers with him.
Yeah, he's pouring the beer into the reindeer's bowl, which is probably not good to do either. Could be just as harmful as the fist. So, but on to the parade. Oh, I just want to say, and Phil Hartman, this was his last film, Jingle All the Way. It was his last film before his crazy bitch of a wife murdered him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his third film he did with Sinbad. He did three. Yeah, he did Coneheads, something else I can't remember, and this one. So he did 3 films with Sinbad. Head of State or something. I don't remember. Sinbad movie Phil Hartman was in. Anyway,
sucks they didn't have any scenes together.
Yeah, right.
Fun. Yeah.
Yeah, he was really good in this. Both of them were.
Yeah.
But going to the parade. Yeah, it's like a Macy's Day parade, and like Turbo Man's gonna be in there, and Turbo Man, I guess, was loosely based off Power Rangers, which the script was based off of, the toys, as well as other toys, but Power Rangers is one of them, and Buzz Lightyear, so the director's own experience. So he kind of merged the two to get the look of this character, kind of Buzz Lightyear, Power Ranger-ish. And when they showed the scenes from like the show that Turbo Man's on, like that's very Power Ranger,
very Power
Rangers-ish. And so he's just, and then the cop sees him at the parade, and like that's I think he dumps the hot coffee on him. So now the cop's after him again. He goes into like this building to try and hide, and the Turbo Man team pulls him in. It's like, oh, you're here, you're late. Oh, thanks for coming on such short notice. They're talking about the other actor. Billy, we saw him at the hospital last week. They said he showed some minor brain function, which is a good sign. Because I guess he tested this suit and got fucked up. So they suit him up. And I remember as a kid thinking the suit looked pretty legit. And I was like, dude, they gotta make a Turbo Man movie where he's just Turbo Man. Because usually suits in the day didn't look very good. This is like a Batman quality suit. Like it looked pretty good when it was on Arnold. Yeah. They kind of
very flat. Reminds me of Flash. Maybe it's just the red, but
yeah. And a little Iron Man-ish too.
Mm-hmm.
They got the cool little yellow like visor thing, dude. That's pretty cool.
I liked seeing Booger from Revenge of the Nerds is fucking Booster smoking a cigarette.
Get up here! You're supposed to choose a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to choose a kid for the thing, and he's like, Jamie.
He knows my name.
Holy shit!
That's when you high five.
Right on.
That's when you high five, not fucking Cat in the Hat.
And I love that it's like a voice modulator on the suit, and then I love what it does to his Austrian accent. It's like everything says, Jamie. It just sounds so cool. Everything he says, like you wouldn't know that's your dad. Mm. Jamie, it's me.
Pretty distinct.
It's me, the Turboman. I'm the Turboman.
Yeah.
So he chooses him, and he gets to give him the special edition Turbo Man. It's like fucking 24 karat gold and shit. And all the while, Sinbad also beats up the bad guy of Turbo Man, who's going to be on the float, and takes his role and his costume. So he's now the full-on villain with the fucking watery brain fish tank helmet.
Some Lord Zed shit.
Yeah, it was definitely some Lord Zed looking shit. And as another good part,
get out of my way, Box.
That was good. Yeah, Sinbad pushes there's like ornaments and boxes, and none of them have arms. They all have legs. And he pushes, get out of my way, Box. The box is on the floor, and the funniest part is like 4 Christmas ornaments come over to try and help the box, and they don't have arms. It's just like a round ornament, and you can say like they're pressing the ornaments against the box trying to lift him up. Oh, this is the funniest shit, dude. And then Jake Lloyd's character, annoying kid number 1, punches him in the nuts. Like it's not part of the plan or anything. Just fucking Johnny cages him in the nuts, and the whole crowd goes crazy. Yeah. It's like, what are they cheering about?
Yeah.
They I don't know. They think
the bad guy got hit.
They think it's part of the show, or they're cheering that like, hell yeah, someone got punched in the nuts, dude. Yeah. But then at that point, they got a big action set sequence where some shitty CG of Arnold flying with a jetpack. Oh man, that's some bad stuff. And Jake Lloyd getting the toy and realizing that he doesn't need the toy because he has the real Turbo Man at home. And he gives the toy to Sinbad,
who's going to prison.
Yeah, so his son will get it eventually.
I love it. Would have been an awesome reveal if he never even had a son. He's just a fucking crazy guy looking for a toy.
They just show him at his house, and he's got all these toys, and he puts that one on the shelf, and sits down on his couch. Like he's just a collector.
That would have been great.
And he's not even a mailman.
Yeah.
He takes his mailman shit off, and he's got all these other disguises like fireman, bus driver, police officer. Put
some like eerie serial killer music in the back.
So then that's the end of that. And and Phil Hartman by the end
gets turned down.
He tries to kiss her or something, right? Yeah, and she slaps him and like pours eggnog on him. Oh yeah, and that's the funny part when like he takes off the thing. It's me, and then Phil Hartman's son is like his Dad is Turbo Man? And Phil Hartman's like, oh my God, we need to go. Like at that point, he's scared of him because he
Right.
has a red suit on. It's like, dude, you knew what he was.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, he's fucking Arnold.
He'll beat your
Anyway,
ass. Yeah.
yeah. So really didn't enjoy it, huh?
Well, here's the thing. I fucking hate this movie, but I understand that like we all have these fucking movies. I have so many of these movies that I grew up on that are just bad, but I have a personal connection to it. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people have a personal connection to this movie because they grew up on it as a kid. And I just didn't have that connection. I didn't really like it as a kid. I kind of watched different Christmas movies, but so I totally get it. But just watching it as an adult, not being a fan, yeah, this this movie is pretty rough.
Yeah. It has a pretty it used to have a pretty good Christmas rotation. I remember like TBS and stuff would play this shit every fucking year.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of those ones that constantly got played. Yeah, I like it. It's fun. I don't watch it all the time. Around Christmas time, I thought it was fitting because we're coming up on December.
Yeah.
And it's Black Friday. People are out there doing crazy shit for gifts. So I thought it kind of went with it. And I like it. I read a review of this one person gave it 1 star, not out of 5, out of 10. 1 star. And she's like, oh, it's terrible. There's nothing your family will like about this movie. Teaches blatant commercialism, and then all the comments are like, lady, did you not see that this is a satire and a lampooning of commercialism?
Yeah.
Is that the whole point of the movie is that this is bad? And like these
Sinbad's whole fucking rant the first time you meet him is about how awful it is.
Yeah. So she didn't hit the mark. Yeah, I like it.
Did you hear about the lawsuit?
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah.
But the screenplay or whatever?
Yeah, that they said it was ripped off.
Yeah, let me hold up.
They lost, but then they won the appeal.
In March 2001, a U.S. District Court jury in Birmingham, Michigan ruled that 20th Century Fox stole the script idea for Jingle All the Way from Detroit high school biology teacher Brian Webster. Biology teacher wrote this, apparently. The studio was ordered to pay $19 million, later reduced to $1.5 million. Webster submitted the script, then named Could This Be Christmas, to the studio in 1994 and never received payment nor credit, despite the film making $120 million worldwide. 20th Century Fox appealed, and the verdict was reversed since Webster's script was submitted after the studio had already purchased a treatment of what would become the movie's script. Crazy.
Yeah, lying son of a bitch. Think you're the only person that wrote a movie about a toy, you bitch?
The giant Santa in the film is WWE's The Big Show.
Yeah, Vern Troyer's the little one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crazy story, but crazier one is, you ever see the one about Zootopia?
That you're talking about the Disney movie?
Yeah, where that dude sent that script in. Like they fucking stole that shit. Like this guy's script, they're going through it, and it's like this. It's fucking the same, and he submitted it to Disney years ago, and they changed like the characters slightly into different animals, but the plot was pretty much the same, just Animal City, predators versus prey. And yeah, they did that dude dirty, dude. Look up that one. That one's crazy. Like,
that's fucked. That's why you got to copyright your shit. Every script I've written, I've copywritten it. So just in case that ever happens, it's only like $25 to get it copywritten.
Yeah, and he had illustrations and shit. Even the illustrations were like fucking pretty damn similar to what the characters ended up being. And that was a pretty good movie. I like Zootopia.
Yeah, Zootopia was dope.
All right, so Jingle All the Way. So let's see. it's a miss it, rent it, or a buy it. What do you think?
Oh yeah, miss it for sure. You know, you're good.
I won't tell you to buy it, but I won't even tell you to rent it. I'll tell you to watch it. If you have an opportunity to watch this movie for free, watch it. If you don't, watch something else. I don't know.
If you've run out of Christmas movies and you're just fucking dying to watch another one and you haven't seen it, then yeah, go for it. Knock yourself out.
If you need to scratch your itch for Arnold Christmas movies, this is the one.
Yeah. But everything that takes place during Christmas nowadays is technically a Christmas movie, which is crazy to me. But so you can there's a lot to pick from.
Yeah,
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, people. Sorry, it's not. I had to break your heart. I don't mean to break your heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, I never saw the comparison. Gremlins, it was a good Christmas movie.
I think Gremlins is a Christmas movie, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty Christmassy.
Yeah.
The new batch. That's a New Year's movie. The new batch.
The new batch.
Anyways, so yeah, that's our thoughts on Jingle All the Way. Hope you enjoyed our special day, special time, special little movie.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, go out and buy it. Jingle All the Way. You won't regret it. I'll tell you that much. So anyways, that was fun.
Yeah.
Knock it out on a Friday. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. Didn't really do much. It just seemed like a day off. We didn't travel or anything. Didn't go anywhere, so kind of just hung out.
Yeah.
I started playing Ghost of Tsushima, and then we made dinner. Fucking watched some Thanksgiving cooking show, and that was basically it.
Right on. Yeah, I remember when I used to work at Dairy Queen, we would have Thanksgiving, and then I'd have to work Fridays. So that always kind of sucked when you get Thanksgiving, but you get that one day.
Yeah, it's weird to like take a day off and then go back to work and then have 2 days off.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, just give me the 3.
Luckily at Cadillac, Thanksgiving is 2 days for a holiday for some fucking reason, because they consider Black Friday a holiday. Black Friday ain't shit.
Yeah.
But that's nice. So 4-day weekend. Yeah, so we just cooked some food, watched the terrible football games. Fucking Cowboys got their ass whooped. That was pretty cool. I got Mortal Kombat 11, like the aftermath version that has like the second part of the story. I bought it for PS4, like a Black Friday sale for $24.99. It's $60 if you buy it for PS5. And like this one's just missing one of the combat packs, so you got like 6 less characters. Like you don't get Rambo, Rain.
Do you get Arnold?
You get Arnold. You get Arnold and RoboCop. So I have Mortal Kombat 11 with both those expansions for PS5, because you get the free PS5 upgrade, and it was less than half of the price of if you bought the real PS5 one. So I'm always researching that shit, like what has a free PS5 upgrade, and then I'll go find it cheap as fuck as I can, and then upgrade. Like I got Borderlands 3 for $14.99 for PS5 because they got a used 4 copy and upgraded it. And if you buy it for PS5, it's like $50. So pretty cool. And,
yeah, dude, my backlog is starting to stack because I just beat Miles, or at least I beat the story of Miles. I think Miles is gonna end up kind of being my casual, like, play Christmas music and just fuck around in a game. It's usually what I do. I usually pick a game every year that I just play Christmas music to and fuck around.
Yeah,
Last year was Spyro, but
I hated that fucking last fight, dude. I thought it
drug you did. Yeah, you texted me that. Yeah, it did go pretty fucking long.
Drug on and on. I was like, dude, end this shit. Yeah. It's like, I'm so tired of this. And it's like,
it's like 3 levels of fighting. I'm like, dude, let's wrap it up.
And their stupid powers that subvert your own. So it's just a stupid gimmick to make it harder and go on longer. I was like, come on, dude. I don't give a fuck. This bad guy sucked. This game sucked. I mean, it didn't suck, but it was just okay. It was just lukewarm the whole way around. It was okay. But it couldn't throw in maybe another big villain too, like a Rhino. Come on, man. Rhino, throw in something cool. The Tinkerer was fucking lame.
Yeah.
Especially their version of the Tinkerer. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, I was actually kind of confused by, like, I think it's cool to have a villain that's connected to your protagonist and like they turn dark. I mean, it's light versus dark, and somebody goes to the dark side and you have to try and, to convince them to come to the light kind of story. And I love that shit. And it's interesting because when she dies, spoiler, when she dies,
What?
It's supposed to be this huge emotional moment, right? And you're supposed to feel something, and then like all he does is look up, or he's like, what's her name? And they're like, oh, she didn't make it. And the camera pans up to the sky, and she didn't make it. And then it kind of just fades out, and then the next thing you cut back, and you're squatting in the city, and you're like, all right, let's go fight crime. And I'm like, where's the moment where like you grieve and you have like
Well,
maybe
he
a cut
did.
scene where people are like,
He did. He
crying
did.
or
He did grieve a little bit. He put their trophy on the whatever.
oh yeah,
Remember
that's
on
right.
that building, and he
I
says
forgot about
goodbye.
that.
He said goodbye.
Yeah,
So they did that.
that's fair.
But yeah, I wasn't that emotionally invested in her.
Yeah,
She's just kind of a fucking asshole the whole
it's kind of
game.
bland. Yeah,
It's like,
I did like the fucking battle in the city towards the end where everything's fucking chaos and you have to like you're flying around the rooftops and people are running around the
yeah,
street. I thought that was kind of cool.
I thought it was a bit ridiculous. It's like, oh my god, it's so foggy. It's like, why? Why?
Because of the
You
snow.
Because you can't see shit. It's like, dude,
You're Spider-Man.
Damn it. This is already like the combat near the end was just like hard.
Yeah.
They made everyone so hard, and you're Spider-Man, and you like shouldn't be this hard to fight somebody. And then you throw them in a bunch of fog. It's like press your spider sense to know where they are. I was like, fuck this, man. Why? Why's it gotta be so foggy?
I did it for like 2 seconds and then I gave up. I'm like, I'll see them when I get close enough. I'm not pushing this fucking button every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, my backlog's getting crazy. Like I just beat Miles. I just started Ghost of Tsushima, which I have to beat before Cyberpunk, and that comes out in 2 weeks, I think. And then I have Star Wars: The Fallen Order, which I'm not probably going to touch till next year. But it's like fuck,
Yeah.
dude. And Ghost of Tsushima, by the way, woo, it's good. It's good, boy. It sucks. It was tough going from Miles to Ghost because I'm playing Ghost the same way I play Spider-Man, which is very frantic, button push heavy type. You're pushing a lot of buttons simultaneously and it's very hectic. And Ghost is very you have to have patience, and I haven't got to that patience yet because I'm thinking my mind is still in Miles Morales world. But there's some cool ass shit in fucking Ghost, man.
I don't know if it's for me, man. It seems pretty slow burn. Everything about it, like the map, like I like write the leaves below in the direction you're supposed to go. Like, oh, follow the leaves, my son.
It's pretty cool.
That's deep. That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Like Pocahontas, the game.
Pocahontas, the game. But yeah.
Right on, dude.
Games, man. Fucking games.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work on some of these PS5 games. I gotta finish Spider-Man. I have Borderlands. I have Mortal Kombat now. I have Valhalla, which I haven't even started yet because we only have one disc for that, and Jesse plays it on PS4. So yeah, I have to find some time to play it when she's not playing it. But yeah, I'm just ready for fucking Cyberpunk.
For sure.
Like everything else is kind of just filling time. You know what I mean? Until Cyberpunk. So
it's kind of how I feel. I mean, I only wanted to get Ghost because, well, I heard it was good for one, but also because our Game of the Year discussion is coming up, and I wanted to play it just to see if it'll make the cut. But I was going to try and squeeze in Final Fantasy too, but there's no fucking way. I kind of had to make the choice, either Ghost or Final Fantasy, and I chose Ghost.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, Ghosts. I don't know if I'm gonna check it out. I don't know if there'll be enough time. Yeah. But I hear good things. But anyways, that's what we had for you.
Yeah.
So it went off the rails a bit at the end, kind of like
so we started catching up.
Kind of like Jingle All the Way did. So there you go.
Yeah.
Very uneven tone throughout, just like the movie. You're welcome.
Oh, by the way, can you believe that Jean-Claude Van Damme is 9 views away from being our most viewed video? That is insane.
Yeah, it's gonna beat my Turtles cabinet.
I was looking at it today. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh man.
You know what it is? I was looking at the analytics, and it's searches from YouTube are finding it. People are searching Van Damme up still. And I think like our traffic is primarily it is the US, But now for that video, I saw that a lot of it was from Brazil.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like these Brazil motherfuckers love Van Damme, dude. They're like, oh, Van Damme. Oh, Van Damme. And then I think they see the thumbnail that I chose, and it looks pretty badass.
They see us.
And they're like, hell yeah. And they click on it, hell yeah, Van Damme, thinking there's gonna be like some Van Damme footage or something.
Yeah.
And I think that's why the viewer retention is so low on that video. Because
it's like a minute.
Random Brazil people are coming in hoping to get some Van Damme footage, because Van Damme is still big there apparently. Like they're just searching this shit on YouTube.
Oh god.
And they're quickly leaving. So we got to do another one like that. We got to do one like David Hasselhoff or something. Watch that one. Just
you got to work the system.
That was awesome. That like performed as well as most of our videos did within like 2 hours.
And no new subscribers. And
yeah. I thought it was crazy to see the Brazil thing. I was like, damn, these Brazil dudes are. And then I was like, yeah, I guess if I'm searching for Van Damme and I see that pic, I'm clicking on it. It's like, yeah, Lionheart
is in the middle.
Yeah, it's got. Yeah, I probably think it's probably some fight comparison. They probably don't speak English. Some crazy shit.
Oh man,
it's got the long hair, Van Damme. Yes, click. So,
good shit.
That's funny. Here I was thinking, man, that was a good episode. We're super insightful, man. We knew our Van Damme, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a good episode.
That's
why that one went international. So we'll have to try and pick someone like that again sometime that could have that kind of viewership.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting. So yeah, good call. Yeah, I did want to talk about that. So thanks for reminding me. And everyone out there in Brazil, subscribe, yo. Don't worry,
got you.
We're gonna get your Van Damme content on here eventually.
We got to review that one where he's in a coma. We need to watch that.
Yeah. That one will have to be like, you'll have to come down and we'll have to like have a camera on, the TV and a camera on us.
Yeah, as we watch it.
Yeah, that's totally a watch with us type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'd
be fun.
That'd be awesome. So anyways, everybody, hope you had a happy Thanksgiving from the Bryan versus Bryan family to yours. And I hope you had a happy Black Friday. I hope you got all the Turbo Mans you ever wanted. Hope you got your PS5s and your Xboxes. Hope you got your iPhone 12, your little ear tampon iPhone headphones, whatever those are, if you wanted those. Hope you got everything your heart desires. You guys have a good weekend. Like I said, we're not going to be doing the video Sunday. This is the video. You're looking at it. You're fucking looking at it. Special Black Friday, episode 17, from the Bryans to you. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Please check out our content. We appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah. Cheers.
Later, dude.